I'm back, family. I apologize. I knew time was running out when I was doing that video, and I apologize if I started on something and I've been able to finish. Okay, I can't understand that, so I apologize. Okay, so this is pretty much part two for you need to know. Um, and for disclaimer, I speak about my truth, my testimony, and I just share my experiences. Okay, I don't know everything, but I knows what I know. Let me just say that I am too on my spiritual journey, and we are in this together. Okay, everybody paths are different. Everybody experiences are different. Everybody gifts are different. Okay, but we can collectively come together. All right, and support each other. Okay, and have a listening ear because maybe this sister may speak on something that you may need to hear, okay? If you choose to receive it. So, with that being said, my brothers and sisters in the spirit, I want to continue from the video that I did before this one. The other one's called Hey Family, Where You Need to Know. That's part one. This is part two. So, I left off with my last video. I was speaking about how I had an experience, okay? I've had many before, many of you know, okay? My videos, they go back. But this one right here was similar to the spirits I had before. And I'm speaking about like, when I'm seeing within myself, okay, through my spiritual sight, okay? So anyway, last night I was asleep, and this happened in the middle of the night. A lot of time my experiences, they kick in the middle of the night. This was in the middle of the night, and I don't know what time it was. Okay, I didn't get him go to the bathroom or anything. I was still in bed. Instead of me like completely waking up like this, I had waken up out of my sleep, but I kept my eyes closed. 'Cause I was still in that dreamlike state, But this right here had, you know, was activated. All right. And once your third eye is awakened, it is awakened. Let me just say that. But what I'm saying is, what I mean by activated, it just like turns on to where I'll start seeing images, okay? Because I don't see stuff like that playing out all the time, okay? Sometimes it's real strong and I'm seeing things played out. So bear with me. My eyes are closed. I'm coming out of my dream state a little bit, out of my sleep state, and all of a sudden I light up on the inside and it looks like a film projector. It looks like a film projector, but you don't see the little beady dents like the old film projectors. You don't see it from that perspective, but it looks like you're looking at a screen, but you see images playing out. And you can't make it slow down, okay, telepathically, just say, okay, now I'm trying to understand, can you slow down, please? But anyway, just ask for help. Slow it down. It will slow down. So all of a sudden I start seeing images play out, right? And I was seeing people lined up behind each other, okay? And is there a time it look like they're like just standing around, but all of a sudden they start getting in line, like they're going somewhere. Excuse me, and I would see them moving in a pattern, single file line, okay, and they're going upward. It depends on the angle that I'm seeing this. To be honest with you, it depends on the angle because there are times I'm like further at a distance and I'm looking at it. I can see people at a distance. It looks like they're on a bridge. That's my perception. Let them cross the bridge. And then there are times when I will see them, it looks like they're at an angle kind of like up like this, and I will see them at a distance as though I'm seeing clouds around them, and I'm seeing them going up. Kind of reminds me of Jacob Ladder, as though they are climbing some kind of stairs. I never see the stairs. Now, if you see this, you would never see the stairs. Maybe some of you, but I haven't seen the stairs. All I see is people, I want to say spiraling up, but they're not really spiraling up. I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them moving in single file line. They're either going straight or they are behind each other, and they are going in an upward direction. They're going up. Okay, hold on. I don't know where my dog gonna come in here. She can't stand. I'm on. Okay, she didn't come in here. But anyway. So anyway, and I'm looking at it, and when you see this right here, oh my goodness, you get so excited. But one thing about going through yourself, you gotta really watch your breathing. It's something about breathing. You gotta really watch it, and for you to see what you're seeing. Okay, this is something very beautiful and special. But you be seeing what you're seeing due to the fact that you're lighting up. Okay, let that eye be single. You're lighting up on the inside. You're rising up. You're rising up in dimensions. Okay, your frequency is increasing as well as you're rising up in dimensions in order to see this. I'm going to say phenomenal, but in order to see this, okay, so-called special event that's going on, and there are times when I'm able to see features. I never see color. Now, for those who do, they do. But Most High God is not allowing me to see people when it comes to color. I see their features, so I can tell. I can have an idea that you're Asian. I can have an idea that you're, black, melanin, brother and sister. I can have an idea if you're Caucasian or, if you are Indian. I can have an idea when it comes to the features, okay, due to the individual. But color, everybody's the same. In this particular realm, everybody is the same. Let me just say that, okay? Everyone looks luminous looking. Now, and everybody have that in common, okay? The glow. The glow. And there are times the Most High God will allow me to see this where everybody wearing white. Okay? They're wearing white. And you have to see for yourself. You have to see for yourself. Is it heaven? Let me just say this. It is a higher realm. I'm not going to sit up here and put no names on it. I'm going to say it's a higher realm because when I light up and I'm seeing this, yes, it's definitely a higher realm. And you feel nothing but love, peace. I mean, it's a beautiful space to be in. Let me just say that. And everybody's on one accord collectively, spiritually. Everybody's on one accord. And they all align up going somewhere. Okay? And a lot of them have like white on, okay? Call it a white robe or whatever. But a lot of time when I'm looking at people, I can tell they got some kind of robe or something on. But a lot of time when I'm seeing them, I'm pretty much paying attention to their faces, and I just see these bodies lining up. Okay, and they're moving slowly, but they're going somewhere, and everybody is behind each other, moving on one accord. All right, and if they're not moving forward, going across a bridge, it looks like they're going up some type of stairs, but I never see the stairs. But I see the uniform as far as them, collectively behind each other, moving upward. I do see that, okay? And it's a beautiful thing. And the space is so magical, so dreamy, so, you can't put no words on it. I can't put no words on it, family. I can talk about it, but it's one of those things you have to experience for yourself. Now, I think the Most High God allowed me to see it. And because I've seen other things, okay? I don't want to talk about, but that was more in my humble beginning, okay? But I think the Most High God allowed me to have more of these experiences, okay? They are beautiful. And this place is real, okay? If it's inside of me, it's there. Because I've seen it. Let me just say that. In a host of other places. I just wanted to share that with many of you because I'm sure many of you are seeing some awesome, beautiful places yourself. Okay? Like the huge cathedral building and people lining up. Oh, let me say this real quick too. I've seen people as though they're crossing the bridge, right? And at the end of the bridge, I see what looks like a big old huge gate. Okay? But it's closed. It's closed. And it looks like people waiting for it to open up. Okay, now maybe it does open up for people, and I'm not seeing that part, but it's a huge big gate. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say, and you can see light behind it, just this huge light, you know. Um, anyway, um, and then maybe who have watched me in the past, I spoke about seeing people in this space. It looks like they are in space, and I'm seeing this inside of me because we all have a universe inside of us. I'm seeing people. It looks like they are in space, but they're higher. They're high up to where they're standing, and there are single file rows of people. A single file row of people miles away. It's like it's people beside each other, but beside every person, it's a single file line of people behind them. And I'm in front, and I'm looking at this. okay, event. I don't see myself. It's like I'm there in the spirit, and I see all these people lined up in a row, and people behind them stretch miles, and it looks like they're in space, high up. Okay, in this. So I'm getting excited, but it's hard to really explain what I'm seeing. You see this picture? You see this picture? Imagine seeing people in space and they're in single file line stretching miles. Okay, they got white robes on, and all around them is space. It's like you don't really hardly see stars, but I knew it was space. I just knew, just looking at the atmosphere, I knew it was space. And I never saw their feet. I wasn't looking down. I was out for some reason. When you were in this realm, you're looking from the chest on up. Okay, but I knew they all had some type of gown on. Okay, and it's like they was just like this, looking straight ahead, possibly asleep. And I say that because they wasn't moving like this. They were just like this, as though they were in a trance. Okay, but it's like they was just waiting on something. They were like this. Nobody was looking at me. Nobody was paying me any attention. Everybody was just in this state of being. Okay, and as I'm looking, back with each row, it's people stretch miles. Okay, I'm saying miles, could be longer than further than that, and you see just light. In the distance, that's illuminating a place, all right? But you can tell that they are in space. They're not here on Earth. They're somewhere in space, and it looks like space was below them. Also, like kind of like you see space all around them. That's the only way I can describe it. You see space all around them. All around them, you see space. And you see this luminous light that's illuminating this space, okay? But they're sitting there and they're waiting. But anyway, getting back to the word, it speaks in Revelation and all of that. It talks about the saints and all of that. All I know is I seen this phenomenon for myself, and when I saw it, I praise the Most High God for allowing me to see it. Okay, because my higher self let me know. Okay, when it comes to space and time, everything is in the now. In this earthly realm, we're walking things out, but everything has already played out. Let me say it one more time. My higher self let me know there really is no time. But here on this earthly realm is ran by time, okay? Everything is happening in the now. It's like all the timeline, everything is happening in the now, okay? And for us, a lot of things are playing out, all right? But it's funny that the powers that be is sure trying to mess with time, okay? Yeah, they're time travelers because they have this advanced technology, all right, with the help of the ETs. That's a whole other story. But they're trying to mess with time. It's like they really trying to tamper with the Most High God's children, so you can't wake up, okay, with the food, with the trim. I'm gonna say trim, chemtrails and all of this, because people are starting to wake up. And I ain't talking about just being conscious. I'm talking about spiritually waking up. Because when you start spiritually waking up, okay, you start seeing things for what it is. When people are lying. You can read people like a book. You can read their orals, okay. When the media's talking, they're talking a lot of half truth. They're not telling you everything, okay. Remember who owns the media, who controls the media, who controls the information coming out to many of us. And I don't mean to change the subject. I get passionate. I try to put a whole lot in at one time. But what I'm trying to make is, even the president and a lot of these political figures, that govern us, they're full of ish, okay? A lot of times they get these positions for their own selfish reasons, okay? As far as what they can get out of it, and the hell with you, okay? But when you see things for what it is, don't worry about these political figures because the Most High God gets you, okay? Their time is now. Let them have their little time. It's only temporal, all right? It's only temporal. Okay, you see Biden, Biden just a fade and out, okay? And I don't wish no harm to him, okay? But, he is a dark individual, and you reap what you thus sow, okay? And when you're messing with Most High God's children, all right, because he's part of this elite, in the know, shall I say, he don't want the Most High God children to wake up either. Let me just say that. Because at the end of the day, when people start to wake up, they operate in power, they operate in knowledge of self, and you can't tell them anything, okay? As far as, wanting people to depend on the government, look to the government, no, they go inside themselves for the answers. When they listen to people, they're like, okay, I hear you, thank you for the information. But they go in their little closet, not this closet, no, they go in their closet on the inside and they commune with spirit on the inside, just do some facts checking, and they will know for themselves, what you're speaking, is it something that you should heed or not, okay? And when you get the pay that no mind, that's a bunch of bull, you keep, you know, being led by the spirit. We got you. You're gonna be just fine. Don't worry about what the media's saying. Don't worry about what the president's saying. Okay. No. We got you. You're gonna be just fine. Okay. Leave the media alone because it's designed to pump fear in you and keep you in limbo as well as in a confused state, fear, anxiety, depression, and all it's gonna do is lower your vibration. But anyway, when we start to rely on the inside, that's what they don't want. They don't want people's spirit to be quickened to where they're going through themselves and they're making a connection with source, with their higher self. They don't want that. That's what this veil is all about. But it's a spiritual veil also. Once you make that connection, okay, you're able, those things that are behind the veil, okay, you're able to commune with your ancestors, with your spirit guides, Most High God riding his staff, okay, and there are many, okay, and they are too in their heart space, and you can't connect with them, okay, whether you want to or not, you can't connect with them if you are on the same frequency, okay. Their job is not to make tell you to do something that you don't want to do or try to force something on you. The low vibrational beings is all about that. They're all about control and trying to force their will on you. But the high frequency loving beings, they abide by the rules, okay? There are rules. Let me just say that, okay? We all have free will out here, and these angels, they abide by the rules, shall I say. These ranking angels of the Most High God, they're not here to try to force you to do anything because that's how you learn, okay? We learn by our mistakes, okay? And when people try to force things on you, how are you going to learn, okay? Some people choose to heed, have a listening ear, okay? And they're able to bypass a lot of things because they choose to take it in, receive it and apply it, and it's been working for them. Some people, they're like, you know what, I hear what you're saying, but I want to see for myself. Those they want to see for themselves, there's nothing wrong with that. They're gonna have to go through it and see for themselves what that person was saying, and but due to them, having their own experience, they too understand. Okay, so you have those who listen, they take heed, they apply. You have those that they don't listen and they rather learn, due to free will, they rather learn on their own, and that's fine too. All right, but anyway, it's about frequency. Okay, when you're low vibrational, and I don't have to go there what that means. Maybe you know what that means for yourself, because Lord knows I do. But when you're low vibrational, and this turns on, okay, it's a beacon. Okay, it's a beacon, and yeah, you are what you attract. All right, for those who love to be mean spirit, hate on their brothers and sisters, out here trying to sabotage people, out here just hating on people, out here, plotting to hurt people and just hurting people, period, especially children, whatever the case may be, low vibrational, it's gonna meet you on the inside. Okay? Those negative thoughts is gonna meet you on the inside. All right? Even the pole mouthing, the pole me, the victim mode, all that's going to meet you on the inside, okay? And it's really teaching you a lesson. If you don't like what you see, just change. If you don't like what you see, just change. Like the words say, renew your mind. If you don't like what you see, change. The Spirit always let me know it starts with me and it ends with me, okay? But what a beautiful sight you will see that the Most High God has for many of you. And as I stated, the powers that be don't want Most High God children to fully awaken because they will lose their grip those chains will come off. Okay, those chains will come off, and it will be hard to control people. But they still have enough people, whatever they hear, to, as far as the government officials, whatever they say, it's like it's Bible. They don't fact check. They don't. A lot of people don't even really know how to commune with spirit. But you take baby steps. You got to start somewhere. Just like you pray, that's communing with spirit also. At least you're taking baby steps, but you need to go a little further. Start meditating, okay? Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. A lot of people have to invest in others, okay? There's nothing wrong with paying homage and saying thank you, okay? Even when you give somebody a love gift, there's something wrong with that. But sow seeds to yourself, okay? Pay homage to yourself, all right? When I was young, I ain't know no better. I used to have all these celebrities all on posters all on my wall, looking up to these celebrities. And the only reason I was looking up to them because I saw something in them I didn't see in myself. They were famous. I wasn't. They were rich. I wasn't. That was the only reason that I had these celebrities on my wall, okay? I saw the power, the fame, and they were rich, all right? And you could say, well, as a child, I want that. So you look up to these celebrities, your idols, you're looking up to them and stuff. And that was then, okay? Now I put up pictures of things that I admire. I love natures, I love hearts, I love positive affirmation. I put that on my wall. This right here, I seen this within myself, okay? I seen this within myself, all right? And I done videos talking about it, how I had an out of body experience, and I saw the earth split, okay? And I saw the new earth, and it was right beside the earth. And the earth had a beautiful ring around it, right? Our earth did. It already had a ring around it, but like it was getting dull. The new earth had a beautiful bright ring around it. Okay, the new earth did. And the lights looked more brighter. The old earth light was looking dimmer. Okay? And I done a video talking about it. I ain't gonna go dive out into that again. But the new earth was the Most High God had the new earth right beside the old earth. Those that were on the old earth could not see the new earth. Okay, unless you were vibrationally to where you were able to see it, or for whatever reason, But the point I'm trying to make is the new earth wasn't that far from the old earth. Okay, it was positioned, but it wasn't that far from it. But it was sort of beside it. All right, but this earth right here, those who didn't want to change, those that were stuck on the merry-go-round, okay, those that were low vibrational, they were in this state, okay, and they knew nothing different. They knew nothing different. The new earth is pretty much 5D, okay? The experience is pretty much 5D on up. I'm just going to say 5D, okay? And the new earth is for individuals who are all about love, okay? And they don't have a negative thought towards their brothers and sisters. They're all about love, harmony, community. It's like, when I think about the new earth, I think about utopia, okay? The word utopia, to where everybody needs us provided for, okay? Whatever you could think of, you can manifest it just like this, okay? And you have to really watch your thoughts, okay? So that's why we down here, we have to really master ourselves, because one minute we're thinking negative, the next minute we're thinking positive. There must be balance, bring our mind to balance, to where you make your mind up. You going to walk in love, okay? You're going to have love for humanity, okay, as a whole, okay? And I can't speak for nobody. I know this works for me. This works for me, okay? I love my brothers and sisters, my melanated brothers and sisters, okay? But everybody, how do you say everybody that's your what? Have your same skin ain't your kin. Hello, okay? And that's in every race. Everybody that has your same complexion, your skin of your skin is not your kin. Let me just say that, because in every race there's somebody low vibrational. In every race there's somebody that's in their heart space. That's in every race. In every race there's somebody that's evolving spiritually, that has awakened spiritually. And in every race, there is somebody that's not. They're stuck, and they choose to be stuck, okay? That's their choice to be stuck. That's their life path, They got to get to that place of spiraling up for themselves, whether it be in this life or the next life. But that's their path. Okay, it is for us not to judge them. Let them walk their path. Love them from where they are, and you focus on you. Okay, so you can spiral up. All right, and when it's open, you can have a good experience and have a testimony about the things Most High God has allowed you to see. But you can't tell it unless you've seen it. Okay, because those who really seen it, they know you've seen it or not. I'm going to end this video. I just trying to see what else I want to speak on before I end it. Okay, family. But at the end of the day, as I said, as I stated in my last video, family, the person that you've been looking for is you. It is, you've really been looking for you to get yourself together. Let me just say that. You've been looking for you to get yourself together, to finally have that aha moment. Hold up, I am somebody. I don't need for nobody to tell me I'm somebody. I don't need for nobody to validate me. I want to validate myself. I love myself. I am somebody. Hell, do this in front of a mirror, because that image is bouncing right back at you. Okay? I love myself. I validate myself. I am somebody. Whether somebody think that or not. Oh, you conceited. Let them think you conceited. That's okay. But it's what you say you are, not what they say. Okay? And people will see it in you. You don't have to really say you anything. They will see it in you. They will see your confidence. They will see you have self-love for yourself. Okay? They will see this about you. You don't have to say a word. I always say, well, there's love, there's no competition. I have love for my brothers and sisters out here who are putting the work in. They're speaking the truth, their testimony, and that's a beautiful thing. I'm loving seeing the younger generation awakening. Okay, my son, he's 22 years old, and he is starting to awaken slowly, but he's awakening, and he is seeing within himself. Okay, and what a beautiful, awesome journey he is having. He's communing with his guides. Let me just say that it's a beautiful thing, because I've been talking to him along the way about my experiences and the fact that I've spoken to him about certain things. He understands what I'm saying now. Okay? Sometimes people have to have their own experience, and that's the best teacher, your own experience. Now, let me say this before I end this video. The kingdom is within us, okay? Even though we know the Creator is everywhere, the Creator is not just in the church. The church will have you thinking that. Come to church, come to the house of the Lord, in this box. Come on inside this box. Leave the world out there, but come inside this box. No, the Spirit let me know that God is everywhere, ever present, okay? This is what I have come to understand. The Most High God can be felt everywhere. He is ever present. But we don't look for a Savior out here, okay? Remember, in the Word, Christ said, everything that I'm able to do, you will be able to do. Remember that in the Word? And look at all the little things that he was able to do. Now remember, everybody's different. Everybody's gifts are different. And you really don't know who's whose. That's why we need to get off this color factor. You really don't know who's whose. A lot of people have come back. But let me say this. Remember, when I say a lot of things is happening in the now. Now, before I came here, the word was already here. A lot of things that has been written, it was already here, right? Before my mama came here, the book has already been here. It has already been written. Before my grandmother was born, there was a Bible, okay? And in that Bible, Revelations was in there, okay? Follow me. Now, it speaks about, behold, I make all things new. And not only that, it speaks about, in the word, it speaks about how it was stated that not only is the kingdom of God is within, okay? Seek, so shall you find, all right? But also, I'm trying to think. Just give me a minute. Just to think now, okay? I don't like to just be saying anything. A lot of what I'm saying, you can do your own research and get in the word for yourself, okay? But I'm just trying to remember a certain verse that I remember reading. Every time I be talking, I tell you I start seeing my guys pop up. So I know I gotta talk right. Okay? But give me a minute. Okay, it talks about when Christ said how he put his spirit upon all flesh. Okay? He put his spirit upon all flesh, all right? And I forgot what it was, word from word, but how people gonna have dreams and visions, and all of that. Your old men will have dreams and all of this mess. Just read it for yourself, okay? People are having dreams, okay? And let me tell you this: those dreams have meaning. That's why it's good to have your journal, write them down. It's meaning to your dreams, okay? But it is for you to be responsible, and what your dreams are saying. If you're someone who can't remember your dreams, pray about it. Okay, ask Most High God to help you so you can remember your dreams. Okay, and be operating in awareness. So when you are dreaming, you're able to remember it. Try to wake up, write it down. Okay, because your dreams are very significant. Okay, that's one way you're able to commune. Okay, with your guides and your angels, as well as with Source. But when it speaks in the word, how He has put out His Spirit upon all flesh. All right, this Christ was an amazing figure. Okay, how He say, "I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world." I came to my own, but they did not receive me. For one thing, a lot of people didn't receive him because he was different. Let me just say that. He was different. Okay. He was awakened. Okay. If you close off to the spirit realm and somebody coming to you talking like that, it's going to go over your head. Okay. So that's understandable. Anyway, this word has been written many, many, many years before we all got here. Okay. But the fact that he said, "I put out my spirit upon all flesh," all of this is in the word. Even my grandmother read it when she was a child. The point I'm trying to make is, due to the fact that we know that there's no time, but time to operate on this earthly realm, okay? This has already happened. So people have been waking up. They're not just waking up now. People have always been waking up. But the ones who are waking up, they were considered as what? Witches. This has been going on a long time. Okay? People having this revelation, this spiritual quickening. It's been going on. It's not just something new, okay? But due to the age of Aquarius, okay, and those planets do play a big part of this alignment and all of that. We are seeing more and more people waking up. We are seeing that, but people have been born with the gift, okay? And as I stated, people have been waking up, even our family lineage going back, okay? They didn't know what it was, they had this gift, and if you grew up in church like I did, religious people, will criticize you, saying, you're practicing witchcraft, you are a witch, you're this, you're that, you're a false prophet, or whatever the case may be. A lot of times church people look at people who have the gift of the spirit, if they want to claim you, shall I say, then if they want to put a label on it, they'll say you're a prophet, okay? Especially if you're speaking on something and it's coming to pass. But it's no different when a person considered as a psychic that the world will give them and they're telling you something and it comes to pass. Well, they may not see you as a prophet, but they'll just say you're a psychic. I don't really care for the word psychic. I look at it as having a intuitive gift of the